Hello, everybody. It's Friday night. You know what that means. This is another exciting episode for the Homies Podcast. It's our second back to back stream. And tonight we have a very special guest. But before we get to our special guest, Crease, how's it going, my friend?
Well, it's Friday. Yeah, this is a rare occasion. Okay, so don't expect this to happen every single time. So this was just a once in a lifetime chance or whatever due to schedules, but we here. So it's Friday night. You could have been anywhere, but you're here with us. Ebola, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good.
Oh,
I'll see how it goes.
of course.
And welcome for the first time on For the Homies Podcast. Welcome, Gooch. How you doing, my friend?
I'm good. Thank you for having me on. I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be some fun, I hope. I see the chat is lively as ever. Third leg comments. Yeah, I appreciate it. Um, uh, yeah. Thank you so much for having me on, guys. I truly appreciate it. I'm sorry I couldn't do Thursdays. Thursdays are like crazy busy for me, and I appreciate you guys switching the date. So
Hey man,
we did for the Saskas and we did for Drinker when we had them on. So yeah.
Oh, you're putting me with Drinker and Saskas. I appreciate that.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Rarely
Oh, yeah.
do, rarely.
So,
Man.
what do you want to start with tonight, Crease?
I
You want
guess
to talk
we
about
could.
James Gunn?
Yeah, I was going to say,
Oh.
we
Oh,
might as
boy.
well go ahead and talk about Gooch's favorite person of all time.
Oh,
He
God.
loves James Gunn. He loves James Gunn. See,
James
hey.
Gunn needs to sit down and shut the fuck up. He needs to get off social media straight up.
So much he loves James Gunn so much. I get hate comments for just protecting the guy. So no, literally, I actually got like hate comments for like one of my latest videos.
Good old Jamie.
Jamie.
Jamie, whoever he goes by.
Whatever his pronouns are. today.
Yeah, whatever his pronouns are.
Whatever his name is of the day.
He'll say they, them, but he's lying. He's probably going she, her. But James loves to contradict himself. He loves to talk and talk and talk. And he promotes the shit out of his content, but he lies about what he's promoting, and it drives everyone up the wall. And he's not even following any of the DC canon, which is rubbing a lot of people the wrong way. Even the shills are starting to turn on him. So, Jimmy.
Yeah. Jimmy.
Fucking hate Jimmy. I hate Jimmy.
Like every time when I pop into your guys' cast, like your stream, I'm say like, "What's up, Badger? Hey, you like James Gunn? I hate him." Like,
yeah, I just came from the barber and he was talking about James Gunn, and I'm like, oh man, like I can't get away from this. I can't get away from him.
Everywhere I
done
see, I see
streams.
his face.
I purposely have done streams like there's nothing in the news from James Gunn. Okay, perfect. I get day off from not talking James Gunn. I'm gonna do a stream without talking James Gunn. Bloop. There's a James Gunn article that
The moment you hit live,
yeah,
the moment you go live, yeah, we
and I'm like, motherfucker just won't leave me alone. He will not leave me alone. I think he's hounding and trolling me on X. I think that's what he's doing. I think he's purposely looking, hey, where's Gooch? I'm gonna like put this article just out there just for him so he can discuss it.
So Gooch, if you had a chance to face to face against James Gunn, like you guys happen to just walk into each other, like
he might just accidentally walk into something. I don't know. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Hey,
James, what are you doing?
I do have questions. I do have a lot of questions for him.
Well,
now
so I agree with Badger. James Gunn has no roadmap.
Idea.
He does. No, he doesn't.
It's all about James Gunn.
Yeah.
Every character is a James Gunn character. It's not a DC character.
I like me and Badger have like talked before, and like I said this, like I already told him this. I give him until Clayface and Lanterns. If those two shows don't do good, then like I'll like concede and everything. Like
No,
I
I'm
think
worried
you're being
about
more
Batman.
generous.
I'm worried
Batman's
about
gonna be
Batman.
bad.
That's the one I'm worried about.
I'm not worried about Batman. He's not even going to be able to do Batman. Like I've mentioned on Badger's stream, there's rumors that he cannot get Batman done without the approval of Matt Reeves, giving
Good.
him the okay, because Matt Reeves had a contract prior to James Gunn taking over that still exists, that he has full control over Batman in the Warner Brothers sphere. So now, how much truth there is to that, I don't know, but it seems like there is some truth to it, because he's not really. He talks a lot about doing some Batman stuff, but is there anything Batman happening? I
other than
don't.
Clayface, that's
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
yeah. I don't. I just don't like. I don't think James Gunn is going to be around after like 2026. If Paramount takes over, they're going to wipe out a lot of executives and a lot of CEOs. They're going to, like, Zaslav's gone, James Gunn's gone, Saffron's gone. Like, a lot of these people are going to be gone.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we know that the absolute Batman. To me,
Oh.
I don't like it. It's a failure. The absolute universe is just dumb. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
My thing is with James Gunn. His Suicide Squad movie was better than the first one, hands down. It was better than the first one. Guardians, probably the only 3 great movies that we had in a long time in the MCU. Except for Guardians 3, he kind of bastardized Adam Warlock, and that really irritated the shit out of me. My thing with James is, like, I can understand why he's doing Damian, because Damian is the current Robin in the comic books. As long as he brings Dick Grayson in as Nightwing, I'm good with that. But don't fuck up Batman. Please don't fuck up Batman. I love Batman. Batman is my favorite hero of all time. He should have led with Batman, but it is what it is.
Here's the thing with. Oh, sorry. Is that Ebola, or who was speaking?
That was me.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, like, Batman's one of my favorite characters too, and like I told these boys before, I said, like, hey, as much as I like James Gunn's work or whatever, I like, at the end of the day, we gotta be consistently fair, because the same way we treat Kevin Feige and Kathleen Kennedy, we gotta put James Gunn on trial too, or whatever. So, like, if you don't get Batman correct or whatever, then your universe is eventually dead. Even if it'll be a miracle if he does get to Batman. Like, I'm still, like, pending on with Badger on that one or whatever. But like I said, for me personally, if the Lantern show doesn't do good and the Clayface movie doesn't do good, because I don't care about Supergirl like that. I think Supergirl's gonna fail, in my opinion. Then I'll concede on this universe. But
Chris, I had to say one thing.
Yeah.
I think I'm kind of excited to see Jason Momoa as Lobo. That's who he should have been casted in the first place instead of Aquaman. I think he'd make a great Lobo.
I think if the Superman movie can't do well, how is the Supergirl movie going to do well?
Here's the thing about James Gunn. So James Gunn, if he's on a leash and he has a direction that he has to stick to, he can do a good job.
Mm-hmm.
No different than Snyder. No different than Taika Waititi. Kathleen Kennedy. She's like, she needs to be put on like on a leash.
Very tight leash.
Very tight leash.
Even George Lucas.
Even George Lucas. They need direction. They need scripts. They need people that actually put out really good script material and follow through. We saw that with Marvel. Bo DeMeo, he actually texted me while I was at the barber talking about DC, but like, he had a story Bible for X-Men 97. We saw that early on with the MCU.
That was
with
good.
The first 3 phases was a very tight, well directed, but it wasn't just Kevin Feige. It was with
Promoter.
Yeah. So when you let them off that leash and they have free reign to do whatever they want, and James Gunn has a lot that he wants to get off his chest, and he wants to implement himself into every character. He wants to
Yeah.
bring everything emotional. He wants to bring in politics. He wants to bring in all the things that he feels that wronged him. So he's going to do that, and he's going to ruin the brand, which the comics are dust. They're no good. Absolute Batman.
Mhm.
They can sit there and promote the shit out of that and say, "Oh, we've sold over 500,000 copies." My ass, you did. You sold 500,000 copies to the local comic shops and to the
Yeah.
distributors and all that. Going off the shelf, actually to customers, it's not 500,000. I can tell you for a fact it's not.
Yeah.
Dude,
So
I hate that
Ain't no way.
universe. I
no
fucking
way.
hate that universe. Literally, Batman is just a everyday Joe that's a construction worker, and his Batmobile is a big giant dump truck. Come
yeah,
on.
yeah. So as for James Gunn, he's going to be out of a job after 2026, the latest 2027. I don't even think he's going to make it to the end of 2027, depending on what happens with WB. But it seems like the heat's starting to rise, and it seems like Paramount is ready to just, here's the money, we get all this,
Yeah.
and we're gonna do the things our way. They always say the right things when it comes to mergers. Like everyone's gonna
Yeah.
be safe, everyone's gonna have a
Everybody's
job.
gonna be safe. Everybody's gonna be. So
After 30 days, maybe 60 days, you're gonna start seeing heads being lopped off, and that's just business. That's
Yeah.
just the way it goes. So
'cause- oh, go ahead, Juice. I'll go ahead and
no,
finish.
good. No,
Uh,
go ahead there, man.
okay. I was gonna say this because I ended up being right about Superman and what they were gonna do. I thought I had to give myself a pat on the back on this one because because when the Superman numbers came out, like when even as a fan of the movie, like I don't mind being like the person by myself or whatever on the movie or whatever. I enjoyed it for what it was. When they were talking about like it made a profit, because when I did my prediction, I said like, listen, okay, if this movie so-called makes a profit or whatever, they're gonna fudge these numbers up to make themselves look good or whatever. Like I said, they're gonna probably include the DVD sales, on demand video sales, like merch sales during this thing, and like and what just happened the other day, what just happened the other day or whatever. I was like, oh dang. Oh boy, your boy, oh man, so on fire right here and everything. But yeah, I don't yeah, like that's the first James Gunn movie that didn't make a profit, man. Like, or if it did make a profit, it just made at like Taylor
Yeah.
said yesterday. Like it just
Uh,
made
It
its
broke.
profit.
It
broke.
might have broke even, but it never made a profit.
no,
It
it
never
Yeah.
didn't.
made
It
a
didn't break
profit.
even. It didn't break
Mm.
even.
Yeah.
Those are the low end numbers that they're throwing out. By the
Yeah.
way, when it comes to that, so everything's going to come out probably in the next 6 months of what it actually costs for to produce that film and the marketing, because they're still heavily marketing this
Yeah.
film. They said they were going to spend up to 200 million. They came
Yeah.
out in January and said they need this movie to make $1 billion.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then they retracted that and said, "Oh,
Oh, it just needs about 700 or whatever.
it doesn't even need to be successful." Well, okay, I mean, we can go back and roll the tapes, and you can take a look at like a lot of
Yeah.
the streams. Badger and I had arguments. I had arguments with the chat.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I knew from the get go with James Gunn, you let him off the leash. What you're going to see in those films and what you're going to see in the DCUs, you're going to see characters that we don't give a shit about,
Yep.
that are no names. They're going to be elevated, and he's going to make them their own. What did we
Yep.
see in Superman? We saw a bunch of other characters. Mr. Terrific owned that movie. Guy Gardner, characters that the normies don't even know. So, and then the DCU fans are like, "What the hell is this? This is not a Superman film." It took away the shine. Creature Commandos. You got.
Oh, that was awful. That was awful.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
bad.
And then you got Peacemaker, which he mentioned cameos, and there was no cameos at all. in
There
that
was no
freaking thing.
cameo. No.
No,
because
so it's all about James Gunn and what James Gunn wants to do.
that
And
last episode was unforgivable. That last episode, I'm just like when I'm watching it, Gooch. I was like, I was just putting my head down, like, no, no, this is not. This is a music video. What is
Yeah,
this? This is like, this
it
is
was
not
like
good.
what it was like a Hair Nation on
And I like that type of rock music. Don't get me wrong, but I don't
yeah,
care
but
about it. Like,
it's
not, who cares about Peacemaker? Where's
this was supposed to
Batman?
lead into the Man of
Where,
Tomorrow, which it did not do. This was supposed to have cameos, which it did not do. This was supposed to have so many tie-ins and some surprises in it, and there was none of that. Instead we got the lesbian couple breaking up for whatever reason. We didn't need to see that. We got to see some flashbacks, which should have been done way back. It was just a ridiculous
you
season
know
and a
what's gonna
ridiculous
happen?
ending. It was a waste of time.
You know
And
what's
people are pissed off. Even my barber, who
everybody was mad.
yeah, and I put this in a post today about the word that always comes out when people talk about DC is hope. I hope.
I
Well,
hope.
your hope is snuffed out because like James Gunn is not reliable, and he's gonna do everything possible to ruin this universe.
I think you guys will agree with me. Something just tells me that I think Peter Safran is sitting back and just saying like, yes, just go on, Bill, and everything. So then I can take your position, like, because he's quiet, man. Like Peter Safran, you don't even know that he's still there, man. Like
at this point, I wish the Snyderverse was still around at this point. At least half that shit was better than what we're getting.
Well, as I was saying, my barber was just sitting there. And he goes, I liked the first season of Peacemaker. I was really hopeful for the second season. He says there was a couple episodes that were okay, but that last episode really pissed me off.
There was no episodes that were okay.
And he goes, where was the cameos? And he's not a heavy comic book, but he wants to really enjoy this new DCU. And he's just like, Superman was terrible. He goes, I don't know if I can watch this stuff. And I'm like, that's James Gunn. That's James Gunn for you. So, and that's just my barber. Like that's just a guy cutting hair, wanting to watch some good content, not heavy comic book guy, but he wanted to watch some good superhero content. And James Gunn failed him. He failed him, and that's how he feels. He feels like he was lied to.
And out of DC, the only good thing that we've gotten so far is Penguin. Penguin is probably one of the best things next to the Batman.
Well, anything Matt Reeves, anything Matt Reeves, because the Batman was like, people may dislike it, some people like it. There's I like the Batman as well. I'm looking forward to the second one.
Okay, I think it's okay. Like, it's not the Batman movie that I.
Oh, they could have done better than the fucking Hush Riddler. That's all I'm saying. I mean, that's not even Riddler for me. That was literally Jake and Logan Paul in a gimp suit for me. I never liked the Riddler, but I mean, when it comes to like Marvel and DC, it's like, are we plateaued with superhero movies? I don't like to say superhero fatigue. It doesn't exist. We're just sick and tired of terrible writing, terrible movies. And now we got Marvel literally scrambling. They're bringing back dead characters. Robert Downey Jr. should not be Doctor Doom. I'm sorry, should not be Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
And like for me, it's like, I like Fantastic Four way better than Superman.
Yeah.
And I don't like Pedro Pascal, but Pedro Pascal is a great actor when he's not got his damn foot in his fucking mouth.
I think when it comes to superhero movies, it's a fatigue of being lied to. I think that's what it comes down to. It's not so much the superheroes themselves. With Marvel, they've turned into this push of they're trying to push the IPs that have come out in the last, I guess you could say, 10 years, like Kamala Khan and you got all the other
that no one cares about.
Yeah, the books and characters that no one knows or cares about. They're really trying to push those characters, and people just they don't care. They're like, you got the older crowd. They're like, I don't care about this character. You got the younger crowd that just loves Spider-Man and the X-Men and the Avengers, Captain America, because that's what they've watched. So Marvel's really shot themselves in the foot, and they've put out this content. Like even with Marvel Zombies, it's a good concept.
Yeah.
The books are okay. The original series was pretty good, but you're putting out Marvel Zombies, which with characters that like you had a Korean like police officer for whatever reason as one of the main characters. Like, who gives a shit about this character?
Yeah.
But I mean, like, and you had like, and it's all women, like girl boss, and people are done.
Right.
They're tired of being lied to, and they're tired of being like talked down to.
Yeah.
With a lot of the messaging that goes on in that, and so that's the issue when it comes to superheroes. It's not so much the superheroes themselves. Well, I mean, when they actually use the correct superheroes, but
yeah,
it's a lot of the extras that they've done in the last 8 years for sure with their movies. Like they're still trying to push Captain Marvel. Like they're pushing all the wrong characters when everyone knows who the real characters are. It's Hulk, Spider-Man, Captain America, your
Thor.
Black Panther, your X-Men, your Thor. They want characters like that have a long history of lore and
just
canon.
being badass.
And it's no different than DC. You're seeing other characters that no one gives a shit about.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think that's what people are tired of. Like what's the one that came out? Thunderbolts.
I did not care
New
about
Avengers.
Thunderbolt.
Get it right. It's the New Avengers. They switched the marketing over after
the new
movie
Avengers.
came out.
Who's gonna like? No one cares about that. No one cares about that.
The way that, and especially at the end when they just they had to hug it out, like we're gonna hug the villain out. I was like,
The power of friendship. They literally
like,
did Yu-Gi-Oh here.
Who was the villain in that movie?
Sentry.
Sentry.
Oh,
Yeah,
And
like
they totally fucked up the Void. They totally fucked up the Void, and that really angered me.
we're gonna hug the villain, man. We're gonna hug him, man. Like we're gonna, or like in in the Captain America 4, like we have to talk. We gotta talk to the Red Hulk or whatever. Like, hey, hey guy, remember your daughter. Don't do this, man.
Don't get me started on that, please.
It's like, what is this? No, what is this? Like,
Thunderbolt Ross should have been in the Thunderbolts. He's the guy that brought the Thunderbolts together in the comic books. He should have been in that movie, not in Black Captain America.
The Thunderbolts is named after Elena's soccer team.
So
I think Gooch, you agree with me on this. They completely fucked up the Void in that movie because we all know the Void is a kaiju-sized monster, literally.
I mean, Marvel's fucked up a lot of things, so it's not just that. It's they just lost their way.
There's a long list of that.
I'm like,
no,
I'm contemplating right now to just say, you know what, DC, Marvel, Star Wars, Disney, I love you guys, but this is a bad breakup. I'm going to anime, okay?
There you go. There you go.
Asian entertainment, we go.
She treats me right, okay? She treats me right. She doesn't yell at me. She makes me feel good.
She makes you wait. She doesn't put out in the first date. She makes you, fall in love with her. Yeah. Yeah. Anime is beautiful.
I asked this question of a lot of our guests. So, do you think that the Marvel started going downhill after the death of Stan Lee, or did it start right when he had to step away and he was away from it? Do you think that's when it started falling off? Was around the time he died, or just right before he died?
No, the problem with Marvel is when, and it starts with the actual comics when Marvel started bringing in. It starts with the editor. You need a strong editor.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Shooter was he was driven. He had a vision.
Mm-hmm.
He had a 5-year plan. This is where we're going with year 1, year 2. This is where. So, like, again, I'll reference Bo. he has a story bubble. So season 1 it's this, season 2 is that. Like what he told us in the back room about the 4 seasons he had for X-Men 97, our jaws dropped. We were like, oh my god.
Oh, that was probably one of the best things Marvel's put out in a long time. Was X-Men
Yeah.
97. I loved it.
Yeah. So and then so he had a plan for at least 4 years, all scripted out, planned out. With Marvel, with the comics, when you lose that strong lead, because it always starts from the top. So when you have that strong visionary, non-existent, when you have editors that are just winging it, we'll look at Jim Lee, phenomenal artist, great guy. He's great to be around. But when you have someone like that running and doesn't have any sense of direction of where the book should go,
he's nervous or something. Like he doesn't want to tell anybody what to do or whatever.
Yes,
it's like, no, you're the boss. You got to see.
Yes.
This is why I loved Ike Perlmutter so much or whatever. Despite how people felt about him, the dude was just straight up with you. Listen, these movies need a hit so I can make action figures, okay? Like I need to make action figures. I need to make some money, all right? So you need to get these stories correct. You got that, Kevin? You got that? All right, get to work. Gets to work and everything. You don't have eye promo too much because he hurts your fees and like he doesn't give you like a cookie for you just showing up to work or something,
Dude, I remember it was Spikey was like him and Pulmo, they butted heads so much he literally got him fired so he could just be in control of everything, the comic books, the movies, the TV shows, the video games. It was like that's the reason why the Netflix like Defender series, the Jessica Jones and Luke Cage and Daredevil were so good. Not as much as Iron Fist. Iron Fist was absolute trash, but
okay, Defenders wasn't good. Defenders wasn't good.
It
had a solid story like on paper, but like watching it nah, Defenders wasn't good or whatever. But as far as Daredevil, like the first 3 seasons, there's only 3 seasons, by the way, people. Just only 3. Not that 4th one.
Even though the third season on Netflix was trash because they redid it for Disney and it was also trash.
Yeah. So double trash.
I'd rather watch that before I watch the full Disney one, because the full Disney one.
I agree.
You had Kamala Khan's dad in the bank, like saying like, we have our superhero Kamala Khan.
Kreese. The moment they fucked up Daredevil is when he did the walk of shame on She-Hulk.
Yeah,
that's where they fucked him up.
But again, that comes down to your direction. So like even with you talk about like DC Comics in the 80s, you had Karen Berger. She was a strong lead. You had Jim Shooter from Marvel, and you had who was the other? Well, Stan Lee before that, but you had a long and I think. Thomas was another one, Roy Thomas. You had visionaries that when you're in that position, you're going to be an asshole. That plain and simple. You can't be passive. You have to sit there and say, no, this is the direction we're going. Now you have freedom to write, but it has to tie in with my vision where we're going to go. So
look at the 80s. Look at the 80s. The comics we had in the 80s,
great stuff. Even the early 90s. But like when you have people like Kevin Feige and you have James Gunn that are just pretty much winging it and have no sense of direction or knowing what is going to happen with the IP itself, and bring in people that have no idea what the IPs are. So She-Hulk, for example, She-Hulk, like she should be a character that women look up to. Instead, they ruined that character because She-Hulk was a great comic when she was with the Fantastic Four and when John Byrne was writing her. Fantastic! It was great writing, great character.
She did good. Like
yes,
that's for an animated series or whatever.
Yes. But they brought in these females that are just all activists and feminists, and they just wanted to write some slice of life shit or soap opera shit. And so when you start doing that and you bring in these type of people that just are using DC and Marvel as stepping stones to get into other markets. It's going to be a
one-
disaster.
it's one of those. It's one of those brands of like it's like a coffee brand. Like that's what it is. Like that's what Marvel and DC has essentially went to. Is like Valley white girls that just put on the T-shirt just to just say, "Hey, I'm a Marvel fan. I'm a DC fan." Like, haha,
Well,
yeah,
also if you
selfies.
really look if you really look at it, it's like in the 80s. Look at the comic books that came out in the 80s. You had everything from Crisis on Infinite Earth. You had the certain like crossovers. You had
You
the
had the Dark
Amalgam
Knight
universe.
Returns. Dark Knight
Yes,
Returns.
Nightfall.
You had
Nightfall.
Nightfall's early '90s, but
Yeah.
you had Watchmen.
Mhm,
You had these incredible writers, but they also knew the direction they were supposed to go in, and
mhm.
yeah, they had freedom. Right, you had Frank Miller doing his Daredevil run. You had like
Oh
you
yeah.
had you had uh, Claremont and Byrne doing their thing
Yeah,
with X-Men and Alpha Flight and
Hell, you had
Fantastic.
McFarlane doing Spider-Man. McFarlane was doing fucking Spider-Man, for Christ's
McFarlane did
sake.
its that 6-book series with Spider-Man, which was
yeah.
Yeah.
phenomenal. You had
And
Liefeld reviving
and then
uh,
went on to do his own thing with
mutants.
Spawn or whatever, and
Yeah,
like created his own thing right
yeah,
there.
Oh yeah,
It-
Flashpoint. Thank you,
yeah,
Campy. Flashpoint was
Flashpoint.
phenomenal.
Flashpoint was
Yeah,
yeah.
it's yeah, man. It's like it's just a brand. It's just a brand to them. Like they just want to do their own thing and just say like don't get me wrong. I bet Kevin Feige and James Gunn and some of these guys are fans to a certain extent, but they just wanted to be. They wanted to just tell their now that they have the keys to the kingdom. They always just wanted to tell a story on how they felt about these particular characters or whatever. Like
I feel it's greed. I feel
yeah,
it's greed. I think it's greed at this point because if you remember, up until I think the last $1 billion film that they had before, you know, Deadpool and Wolverine was Endgame. That was the last. No, Spider Man. It was Spider Man. No Way Home was the last $1 billion film that they've had, and technically it's not Marvel. It's Sony,
yeah.
Yeah.
and it's like failure after failure after failure. I'm at a point that I've heard Gary talked about this. I've heard a lot of people say just reboot the whole, get rid of every fucking
That's
body
what I
and just
said.
reboot the whole
Yeah.
damn thing.
That's what I
Just
wanted with the Deadpool Wolverine movie. I was
Yeah.
hoping that it would be Wolverine kills the Marvel universe because
Yeah.
then you can wipe
or
out. You have
Deadpool kills the
yeah, the Marvel universe. So you have
Yeah.
a clean slate, and then
Yeah.
you start
Mhm.
off with Fantastic Four, and then you move up,
I
which
mean,
would have
I
been
like
a better move. But who am I?
Mhm.
Just
I like
comic
Deadpool.
book guy.
Like I like Deadpool and Wolverine. Don't get me wrong. Like I enjoyed that movie, by the way. But
It was a great movie.
it, like
Yeah, was it?
Yeah.
it
Was it?
it's a great popcorn flick or whatever. I'll
Yes,
say that.
yes, yeah.
I'll say that. I'm not gonna give it. It's a great movie because to me, my opinion, I still think Deadpool #1 is the best Deadpool movie or whatever
Yep.
because it was just simple or whatever. It was simple. It was fun. The story was simple and it was just straight to the point. The Deadpool and Wolverine, this was just a nod to the fans of like, yo,
Mhm.
hey,
Or Fox.
we wanted to have Wolverine in the second movie, but guess what? We're gonna give you Wolverine and Deadpool together or whatever. Like this one's for you for sticking with us or whatever. You know, the next movie after that was just trash. Like what
Well,
was it?
I feel bad for Mahershala Ali because we got Wesley Snipes come back as Blade, and everybody wants him to do an old man Blade movie. We're never getting
I
Blade. We're never
honestly,
getting Blade.
I would just let Marvel sit there for about 5 years, and not do anything.
Marvel,
But
I say 10.
we need an ethnic cleanse of like, you know what? All these franchises that we know and love, you know what? Just take a break. Just let the East take over for like about
Well,
a decade, and then like
so
come back. Whatever.
so we're
Like,
about to get Secret Wars in 2 years. In 2 years, we're getting Secret Wars. That would be the perfect moment to reboot the entire fucking series. Started
But
with
they won't
Secret
do it.
Wars. Will they do it? No.
No.
No, they
No.
already said that they're gonna keep some of the characters, Phantom, because like we have to, they. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Kevin Feige just looked over at James Gunn's cheat book and just said, like, guess what? You know what? That's a good idea, James. I'm gonna copy
Write
just after
that
you,
down.
even though I got more success than you. It doesn't. It's like, okay, man, whatever, dude. I don't. If you don't care, I don't care. If you don't care, I don't care. Like that. I'm at this point right now with superhero movies. It's the westerns. Like, if you don't care, guess what, buddy? I don't care. Like, uh, video game movies. Guess what? Your video game movies. Guess what, guys? If you like video games, they're gonna mess that up too. Just get ready. They get ready.
Oh,
They
yeah.
already
It's gonna
have.
happen.
Resident Evil looks like it's going to be another disaster as well.
like,
New Mortal
there's-
Kombat looks good. New Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat looks good.
Street
The
Fighter.
new Mortal Kombat does look good, but I'm still I liked the last one or whatever. That one was okay, but like I'm like 50-50 on Mortal Kombat. The new Street Fighter, that one looks pretty solid from the casting standpoint.
Yeah.
But like we gotta wait or whatever because
But
I
the
mean,
cat-
especially Cody Rhodes as Guile, and you got Roman Reigns as the Akuma.
Yeah.
I'm down for it. I'm down for
Yeah.
it. It probably won't be as good as the original movie with Van Damme in it, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, I do love that movie. I went to the theaters and seen that, and I love it. It might have been a bad movie, but you had
Hey,
Raul
it's a guilty
Julia's
pleasure,
last
right?
role.
It's a
His
guilty
last
pleasure.
role, his famous line. For me, it was just a Tuesday.
It's just a guilty pleasure, man. It's a guilty pleasure. I mean, I watched the Street Fighter movie before. Like, it's cheesy. It's fun. Like, it's one of those type of things or whatever. Like,
Dude, all I gotta say, Kylie Minogue as Cammy. I gotta say that much.
Okay.
So Gooch,
Yes, sir.
just to switch it up a little bit. So you're a huge anime fan. What's some of the animes that you like, man?
Well, I've done my Turning Gooch Knees streams where I talked about my top 10 list, and it's always evolving. But like, I always refer to one of the first animes I watched was Death Note, which I mean, Akira was like one of the first films I ever watched, and I thought that blew my mind. The animation at that time was phenomenal, and of course, then Ghost in a Shell and Ninja Scroll and so on. But Death Note was one that I really, really loved. It was just a psychological, awesome.
Yep. Yes.
The psychological cat and mouse game was amazing.
Yeah.
Hunter x Hunter, Naruto. You got High School Dead. There's a few others in there that I like. Right now, I'm loving Gachiakata, Kaiju number 8, Tegan Ankai. There's a few Lord of Mysteries that's really good.
Nice.
There's a few out there that are really good. Prison School is one that I'm
Phenomenal.
trying to get Erwin to watch because it's awesome. It's hilarious. But yeah, there's a lot. B-Tomb was a great one. Future Diary is another great. Those not too many people know about those ones.
Future
Yeah,
Diaries
unless you're-
was like
Yeah.
wild, man. That anime was wild, dude.
Whatever you do, Gooch, whatever you do, you if you ever see the Runaway Vagabond
Oh,
in your
no.
chat,
Yeah.
never take his recommendations because
Yeah.
he always mentions Mysterious Girlfriend X about girls' saliva and shit. Or feet, yeah.
feet.
I did a Wicked City review, and I had Gooch on, and Gooch was like, "What the hell did I just watch?" And I'm like, "Yep,
Wicked City's
Spider."
phenomenal.
Yeah, Wicked City,
Mhm.
crazy.
Yeah, we can see it's pretty good. Or whatever.
Anime is just it's a great storytelling with some great animation. It's just a lot of fun to watch. You just enjoy it. And there's a lot of tons of anime that I've watched, and I'm forgetting a lot of it. And
Yeah.
I've watched everything. It doesn't matter what genre. It's just a great getaway for me. I've always been involved with animation, so
Same here.
yeah, and I love what they've done with a lot of the stuff. Solo leveling is phenomenal.
Mhm.
Huh.
Campy, I see a man. Vampire Hunter D is great.
Oh, Bloodlust is really good.
Oh
Bloodlust
yeah,
is a
Speaking of
phenomenal
solo
movie.
leveling, we can't show it because we might get blocked. Ebola.
Yeah.
Hey, 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 hey.
Well, life for myself. Like I like One Piece. I like Full Metal Alchemist. Outlaw Star. Me being like growing up through the '80s. You had the Japanese invasion. You had Voltron, which was Go Lion. You had Macross, which became Robotech, and you had Speed Racer, Space Battleship Yamato is in that. Mazinger Z is part of that invasion.
Astro Boy.
Yeah, Astro Boy, and
Yeah.
it's like I would rather watch anime than any new crap. I mean, like
Yeah.
K-pop Demon Hunters is probably the last anime I've seen in a long time, unless I go back and watch like classic stuff that I really truly enjoyed.
K-pop
And
Demon Hunters, you say?
yeah, yeah, it's like
The hardest sell is the name.
Me and Gooch's biggest fan. We were here, and she's like, "Are you gonna watch this?" And I'm like, I'm gonna give it a watch. It's a musical. I'm gonna give it a watch. I hate
Mhm.
musicals. I despise musicals. I loved the movie. It was
Mhm.
beautifully done. It's very simple with some great music.
Yeah.
Those girls are great vocalists, and the
Girl
story
Boss
was
is done right. Girl Boss is done right.
exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was done. It was done correctly. There's a few others out there that I've really enjoyed over the years, but and I forget, like Sword Art Online always gets the first season was great. Second
Vagabond
season
be
was
happy.
Yeah.
Goblin Slayer.
Oh,
Like
gosh.
there's a
Definitely vagabond territory
Yeah.
going right here. Like
yeah
Sword Art Online.
there's a lot out there. I mean, Cowboy
Fist
Bebop.
of,
I mean, there's just so
Fist of
many out
North
there.
Star. Fist of North
Yes.
Star.
Oh yeah. Like there's
Uh,
so much great anime out there.
I
It's
just finished
just
rewatching my favorite anime, Yu Yu Hakusho. Like I always rewatch it every single year. That's my favorite anime of all time. Like Yusuke Urameshi. That's my guy right there, man. Every single time.
nice.
So I'd like to ask you, Gooch, are you a Gundam fan? Do you like Gundam?
I'm not a big Gundam fan. I know there's people out there that love, like, they're huge Gundam fans.
Mhm.
I'm not one of the big Gundam. It's not. I don't hate it. It's just I've never really got into it. I was never really into
Mech.
like that kind of anime. Like I just like the mecha stuff. I wasn't
Yeah.
into like Guyver was probably the only one that I
Hell
actually
yeah!
like. I actually liked Guyver. That was pretty cool. And I don't even know if that's really mecha, but yeah, I've never really into that as much. I know Irwin's a big like sci-fi mecha kind of guy,
Mhm.
but yeah, I'm more into more of the psychological dark storytelling. You grab my attention and tell something like that's why I got Yakuza. I've been promoting that one
Berserk?
because Berserk is like extremely dark.
Oh hell yeah!
That's
but-
another
Have you
vagabond.
have you ever seen the live action Gyra movies?
On the ones on HBO back in the day in the '90s,
Mhm.
there early '90s,
Mhm.
yeah, like was Mark Hamill in that? No,
Mark Hamill was in the first one, and they marketed
Yeah,
him as the
yeah.
Guyver, which he wasn't the Guyver.
Yeah, he wasn't the guy. I've seen
Dark
snippets
Hero
of it.
was a good one. Dark
Yeah.
Hero's the second movie. It's way better. It's got the guy that does the voice of Snake in the Metal Gear Solid movies in it, and he's
Mike
Yeah.
the
Ironside.
Guyver. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Guyver in the second
Mike
movie. It's
Ironside.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Like
mean,
Yeah,
Dead, I like things like Dead Man's Wonderland. I like
Mm.
Tokyo Ghoul. You get
man, don't get me
Yeah,
started on Dead Man's Wonderland. I'm mad about that one because like
Yeah.
I need a second season. That's what I'm
yeah,
mad
that's
about.
what I want to.
I want my second
and they're
season.
not doing it. And they're not doing it. That's the pain. They're not doing it. It's like
like-
the premise of it. you're literally day
In
by
this
day, you
world.
had to eat that little pill to keep yourself alive, and you're in that where all these guys are at. They're trying to kill to survive, and this dude is like he's just there because of circumstance. It's like, damn, just give us season 2 for Christ's sakes.
Man, my favorite scene is like when the general walks in and then like, oh, like, is there any questions? Yeah, I got a question. What? How big them titties? Like, is the scene?
Like
UK gamer, I'm sorry, man. He's hashtag blame Gooch. I have a folder in my hard drive called Gooch made me watch it. First of all, I didn't make you watch it, but I'm happy that you're watching all this stuff.
Oh man.
like myself. So like my biggest thing about anime is back on the Sci-Fi Channel. It was actually a Sci-Fi Channel, and they would have the anime weekends. And they had Vampire
Yeah.
D, they had Robot Carnival, they had Kushan, they had Lensman. Another great underrated movie is Lensman. Two movies on they're free on YouTube. Um, Out of all that, I think the movie that caught my eye the most was Akira and Ghost in the Shell back then.
Yeah.
Akira.
It's like I didn't realize that everything in that whole movie was hand drawn, no CGI, and even the holograms
One-to-one.
were hand drawn. Yeah.
One-to-one framed. I think that, so you're
Yeah.
talking about hundreds of thousands of cells being drawn out
Mhm.
in the backgrounds, and that's like, and Don Bluth was another one that's a master of animation, especially with his
Mhm.
facial expression. So when you talk about these animators, like for me, it was like oh my god, I can't forget his name from Production IG. Uh, I forget his name now, but he also did Spawn for Todd McFarlane's Spawn animated
Mhm.
series. And you want to talk about great animation? Check that out with David Keith, of course, doing the voice for Spawn,
Mhm.
but,
Yeah, keep
or Al
David.
Simmons.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like, and those are back in the late 80s, early 90s. Well, Spawn was like 90, 98, 99.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, I love watching great animation. UK gamer. He's
And
probably mad because he's been adding to his list.
did you like the Demon Slayer movie?
Yes. Oh, phenomenal. Phenomenal. The animation for that, the blend of 2D with 3D in that, the first half hour, and me and Erwin were just nutting all over that because it was just so amazing to watch. Like, it
Oh,
was the camera angles.
That got clipped.
It's just, yeah.
yeah.
Like, yeah, it was
I loved
a
that movie,
feast.
man. I loved it. It was
I like.
it was
It was
so
good. At least, hopefully, you were in a theater. A guy didn't whip his thing out and start pissing everywhere. I hope that didn't happen to you.
Well, Chainsaw Man comes out in 2 weeks, so I'm looking forward to that because apparently that's supposed to have some phenomenal animation in that as well. So, yeah, they're like, the guys are just trying to, Jesus Christ, Gooch, your third leg will be upset. He's not in here.
Your third leg.
like, like for myself, like I think like Netflix. Even though I agree with Elon right now about canceling it because of the crap that's on there, they've had like some really good series they brought over. They brought a new adaptation of Saint Seiya, which was really good, and then they brought the three Ultraman series on Netflix not too long ago, which were pretty good too.
They were okay.
Uh,
I watched some of it. It was okay. It's just not my animation style. I get
Yeah.
it. A lot of people love it, but it's just not for me. I like old school hand drawn stuff, or if you're doing it digital, make it look like it's hand drawn. That's the style. Like, that's why I like kaiju. That's why I like even solo leveling. Like, it's very clean art.
Very
But
clean.
I like the rougher edge. Like, that's why I like Tartakovsky. A lot of his stuff looks rough, and it's a great. It's, for me, it's visually pleasing.
I got a recommendation for you. I know this movie's on YouTube, and I know it's free. You need to look up Lightyear.
Lightyear.
It's
Okay.
it's from the late 70s, early 80s, and if you would watch it, you would probably like it. So it's based on this planet, and it deals with time travel and creatures coming from the past from the future to the past to take over this world. It's
Mm.
actually a real good art style. It's a real good movie.
I will
I
definitely
highly
check that out.
recommend it. Yeah.
I'll check
I'll
it out.
tag you. I'll tag you the on X. I'll give you the trailer
Well,
for
yeah,
it on
please do.
X.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a real good movie. It's like for me, it's like growing up in the '80s. Me being a fan of like '80s cartoons and stuff, and it's like I miss those cartoons because
Yep.
you had that variety. You had everything from He-Man and Master of the Universe to Transformers to Dinosaurs, Jason the Warriors, and Bionic Six and Mask. And today you don't have that. You don't have cartoon. You don't have like that. Only I
Too
mean,
expensive.
closest thing you got is anime, and anime is way better than the crap we have today.
Well, the internet's
Hands-
ruined that kind of nostalgia feel that we
Mhm.
had back from the 80s. Like it's and like you can watch whatever you want on the internet, and
Mhm.
kids are just overstimulated, overloaded with a lot of
Too many options.
yeah, content. Like there's something, and their minds are like very fast paced, short, very, very, very short attention span, and gaming is where it's at.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but
Because they even said that like the theaters are even worried about like the next generation. Like they keep on losing like people every year
I'll
or
be right
whatever.
back.
Oh,
I'll be right back, guys.
okay, yeah.
Fuck you, Campia. Fuck you, Campia. You dick.
Oh man, but yeah, I feel yeah, that's how I feel, man. I'm not sure how we're gonna get out of this bad movie fatigue, man. Like as long as we got these crazy writers still in charge, we're not, you know.
You know how we get out of it, Crease? No, we get out of it. Get people that know what the fuck they're doing. That's how we get out of it.
That's rare nowadays, my man.
That's hard to do though.
Dude, that's why I think the indie scene, there's a lot of good indie movies like now like Sisu. The second one looks pretty phenomenal.
Yeah,
I mean, K-pop Demon Hunter. I mean, these indie studios is where we need to like be looking at for like good entertainment. And like I've said this a billion times, like everything from like fuck you Ebola, like over you over like stuff from overseas, like from Japan, Korea, China,
China.
Russia.
China.
They have better quality movies and better special effects on a shoestring budget than we do. Look at Godzilla -1.
yeah.
$15 million, won an Oscar. Won an
Well,
Oscar.
the director says like he wishes he had 15 million. Like he said that it was mostly 8 million. That's what he said and
Mhm.
everything.
Mhm.
He's like 15 million.
Mhm.
When? I hope we did. Like he's like yeah. Yeah, I think we just need to go is like you said, we need to cut down our budget. But of course the indie films need to do good, but Gary also said like the indie films need to do good, but also the big budget movies need to do good so like filmmaking could be like better again or whatever. But
Well,
uh
if actors would get off their high horse and stop asking for like these, out of the fucking universe, payouts for these movies and shit.
Budgets,
I
unless they
mean,
actually deserve it.
a good majority of the budgets for all these movies are paying these no talented movie stars. That's where the budget's going. Robert Downey Jr. nearly $200 million to come back for what, 2 or 3 movies at the most.
Hey,
At
how
the
many
most.
how many
to
screen
be,
time is that?
to be fair, I ain't even mad for Robert Downey Jr. for asking for that much amount of money because you need
I think
me.
he said
I
it
don't.
thinking they weren't going to give it to him. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, you need me. I don't need you. Like you came to me. That means you're desperate. So I'm going to give you an outlandish number or whatever to see if you're gonna like budge, and you did. So I guess I'm Dr. Doom now, right? Like,
Don't get me started. Don't get me started, please. I hate that. I hate that. I think Pedro Pascal would have made a better Doctor Doom. That's my opinion. just the
Oh, okay.
oh, yeah. But the thing is, though, Robert Downey Jr. literally is just Tony Stark, variant of Tony Stark that never went in the cave. That's how his character is being written, and I'm like,
I think with Doctor Doom, you need someone that has that ability to
Miles
like
Nicholson was supposed to play him.
kind of
He
like a
lost.
younger Jeremy Irons kind of type of character
Mhm.
where they can just have that gravitas and
Yeah.
are articulate and have that style of acting.
Killian Murphy.
Killian Murphy, no, because like
I liked him. That
he's
was
good,
one.
Yeah.
but Mickelson would have been
Like,
perfect.
especially with the accent, it actually would fit.
Yeah.
Thank you, Booming Bob. You're right. Mickelson would have probably been the perfect Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
I mean, before they announced Robert Downey Jr., he was actually out there saying, "Yeah, they approached me to play Doctor Doom. He wanted this role. They literally people, you know, AI generating his voice as Doctor Doom." And I'm like, "Oh, dude, if he plays it like the character he did in Casino Royale, perfect Doom, perfect Doom, a
Yeah.
perfect Doom."
Yeah. So, um, I do have to get going here, there,
Yeah.
fellas.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna
I
be
hate
in this
to.
soon here anyway. We'll
we
be
were
in
about
Yeah.
this
to
soon
we're
too.
about to end it
Okay.
soon,
Yeah.
anyways. So
Well, so let's.
I hate to do that, but like I'm
no,
having a good
no,
time here.
You you got a show tonight. You got a show tonight.
you got a
Or
show
Well,
tonight.
I
And
have
yeah.
an engagement I have to go to, and then
Yeah.
I have a show later on. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. Like we
So let's go ahead and start rolling out outro. So
yeah.
Gooch, what you got going on?
well, for me, I'll be on Badger's Den later. Then I'll probably sneak on Nerd Wars tomorrow morning, and then Sunday is the show that you guys should swing on by for late night with Gooch and Gang. That's my Sunday late night show. Special guest is Rossi this week, which should be interesting because he's been on my late night show Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, midnight Eastern, and we're having a blasty blast over there. A lot of fun. And then, of course, the animation block on Thursdays at 9 o'clock Eastern before the late night show. And been doing Kaiju number 8. And yeah, just rolling along and having some fun with the guys. And it's been a blast.
Appreciate you coming on. You're welcome back at any time. Just let us know.
I will come back anytime you guys ask. Hopefully, I'll have time to come back on. It's been it's been an honor that you guys asked me to come on here. I appreciate it. I really mean that. And anytime that someone asks me to come on the show, I'm
We
hopefully
appreciate it.
so.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So Chris, what you got going on, homie?
So yeah, I got like about 3 videos that I'm doing. So like I said yesterday, to all my white liberal friends, guess what? Your favorite black person is coming back 10 times harder. Like they pause. Like I just yeah, we got videos coming like on
And stop saying the N word in our chat in our comment section. You're gonna get blocked.
Yeah. That's
my goodness. Yeah, all inclusive people, right?
the loving, tolerant
Racism is
people.
bad, but still call black people out of their name. But anyway, that aside, or whatever, got that going on. I know Saturday we were off, I believe.
Yeah.
But
I'll talk about that. I'll talk about
yeah,
that.
but Sunday I'll be on Vagabond stream. I swear it's not hentai. And then Wednesday I'm going to be on the open panel on Wednesday or whatever. Like I forgot. Yeah, open panel Wednesday podcast. So yeah, that's what I got going on. Yeah.
All right, Ebola, what you got going on?
Well, I have, okay, whatever. I have my, I mean, if I can actually make it at the Sports Not Hentai podcast, but usually I have my Monday, Tuesday videos where I usually talk about anything in Asia related. Then I have Wednesday, so if you can actually make it.
Date night.
Then my afternoon show, which is in a few hours before the Homies podcast on Thursdays. And then outside this week, usually the anime with the homies, and that's about it for me.
All right, so for myself, so tomorrow night there is no anime with the homies. Keep an eye out on the official For the Homies X account. I will be putting the links of me streaming on Twitch for our 300 subscriber goal that we just made. Dragon Age of Velgard. You guys will see me suffer play that for 1 hour. Sunday matinee with the homies. We're going to be talking about whatever happened to great movie soundtracks and musical scores. Next Thursday, we're going to be having Drink Up on For the Homies podcast, and the
69.
return, and yeah, episode 69, Gigi, and the return of Anime with the Homies next Saturday night. So thank you guys for coming on, Gooch. It was a pleasure getting to talk to you, and to everybody else, we will be seeing you guys probably Sunday. I'll probably see you guys some tomorrow, but I've been Phantom
And-
X. Go ahead.
And as always, stay Gucci.
So I'm Phantom X. He's M.M. King Jr. He is the Gooch. And we got Booming Bob, a.k.a. Liquidy Bullet, a.k.a. Sons and Shadows, a.k.a. wherever he feels like throwing
Okay.
today. Good night, everybody. We'll be seeing you guys in Discord here in about 30 minutes. Good night, everybody.
Peace.
Like the stream, nerds.